Americans pay some of the highest prices for drugs compared to the rest of the world. So it's no surprise why drug pricing has become a key priority for lawmakers.
We have to get prices down for a lot of reasons. We have no choice.
Prescription drug prices rose 6% last year. That's about 3 times the rate of inflation. But we've seen exponential price hikes for many drugs, like this EpiPen's 500% price hike, and for this anti-parasite drug, Daraprim, that went up over 5,000%, making companies like these the poster children for greed in the pharmaceutical space. So what's behind all of this? There are a few drivers. Pricing is not based on consumer demand or ability to pay, but instead on how much insurance companies will cover. And these insurance companies rely on many middlemen like the pharmacy benefit managers, wholesalers, and pharmacy retailers who all contribute to the hefty list price. There's also research and development. The cost to develop a new drug and win FDA approval is pegged at about $2.6 billion. Meanwhile, profit margins stand at about 40% for drug companies, normal for the industry, as pharma and biotech CEOs have focused on enhancing shareholder value instead of consumers' best interests. On top of all that, there's minimal competition resulting in quasi-monopolies that have been built up for some drug categories that the most vulnerable patients have no choice but to buy. Medicare, the single biggest purchaser of drugs in the US, isn't allowed to negotiate prices of drugs in the country, contributing to higher costs. Add to this the backlog of lower-priced generic drugs awaiting approval at the FDA and the restriction to import cheaper drugs from countries like Canada, where prices are far lower. In other countries, the healthcare system is simpler, with fewer organizations trying to buy drugs. In the US, insurance groups and hospitals that buy for their consumers negotiate their own prices with pharmaceutical companies, which leads to a range of pricing that is complex and unregulated. So what does this mean for patients like us? At this point, President Trump has said he wants to decrease the astronomical drug prices, but has not proposed a specific plan. But some lawmakers have called for more scrutiny on pharmaceutical companies, along with all the middlemen like those pharmacy benefit managers. One popular proposal is to allow Medicare to negotiate prices. There's also been a push to reduce some of the bottlenecks at the FDA, which have slowed down the rollout of lower-priced generic alternatives. One thing's for sure, this hot-button issue of high drug prices isn't going away anytime soon. And everyone, from companies in the industry to consumers like you and me, are able to say, "Now I get it."